It's another time out on our very interesting interventionist agency award-winning program, the Desopadec Weekly. It's where we showcase all activities of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. Delta State has had its fair share of the recent floods that ravaged communities across Nigeria. In this episode, we will be showcasing the efforts of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission in ensuring well-being of flood victims in Isoko land. Welcome on board. Joy Uche is my name.
My name na Basharon Askiaoki. We be Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer for Desopadec. I come talk to our people. Say, as the time done they reach, when they will start election and the things when they will take down, I come the appeal say, all the things when I tell us make we do, make life for better for now. What we don't do for the various communities, I want to say make na wash over them well. Make they not destroy anything. Particularly for this time when the election they come so. Because why? This election when they come self, they take gun, they take cutlass, take gun. Now PVC now you go get. Collect your PVC. Anything when they your mind, first collect your PVC. When the day reach, now thumbprint they take the thumbprint. You go carry and put for ballot paper. Fight not the day. But if anything they, even if argument go there, men are not argue reach where now go destroy the things when government don't do come. I beg una. So that when government bring another things, you go meet the one when done the ground before. I beg una. At the time to show say una appreciate what the government they do. And that one like go good for us.
Intervention efforts of the Delta State government through Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the Desopadec, have mitigated the untold hardship which the rampaging flood brought to different communities. The government indeed succeeded in averting what would have resulted into hunger, exposure to waterborne diseases, homelessness, and depression, and its swift responses through the Desopadec. The Commission established internally displaced persons camps in Isoko, Urobo, and Ndokwa mandate areas to shelter and cater for displaced flood victims. Relief materials, which included food items, beddings, toiletries, and essentials were distributed by the Desopadec to residents of all the affected communities. The Executive Governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Arthur Okowa'S, defied heavy rains to visit the internally displaced persons camp in St. Michael's College, Ole, headquarters of Isoko South local government area. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Desopadec, Basharon Askiaoki, and the State Commissioner for Environment, God's power as you welcomed the Governor. The camp administrator, Prosper Edu, showed the Governor round the classroom accommodation, Camp Safety Officers Department, Health Care Center, Food Bank, and Kitchen.
So this is the Desopadec IDP camp at St. Michael's College, Ole. We have a total of 1,290 people here and 1,290, sir. Your Excellency, I want to inform you too that in this camp we have 52 nursing mothers, and out of the 52 nursing mothers we had 14 between the age of 0 to 4 months. And because of their peculiar nature, we organize a separate place for them where we keep them. And that over there is our muster point. When we want to have any issues, we gather there and they give safety talks. They have been on camp since the very day we started. Public toilet. The one by your right is for the female, while the one by your right, left is for the male. Then we have two kitchens, one here and one on the other way. where they prepare their meal. We have 3 square meals in the morning, afternoon, and evening.
As at the time of the governor's visit, a total number of 1,290 persons were already registered in the camp, consisting of 726 females and 564 males. The IDPs also defied the heavy downpour to receive and appreciate the governor for his timely care. Governor Okowa'S expressed happiness over the joyous mood of the women in the camp, urging the IDPs to keep working together to ensure a peaceful stay in the camp. He assured the flood victims of the camping package to take care of some of their losses at home.
You know, say for some places, because waiting happen, as water drive my come up from home, some people go to feel plenty pain for inside. But for here now, I see in my spirit, and I know God well. Because of that, God will bless them. Because the Bible says in everything, give thanks to God. And that's what people are doing. And I dey happy to say everybody when they here, and I don't they live like one family now. Because everybody they smile. So God will bless them. You know, say a bad thing ain't happen. We go to pray every time, for morning, for evening. God will help us make the water for receipt. Make we for go back to our home. And I go walk with them for years. As when they go home, we know say we'll not feel replace everything when spoiled. They'll go find small things, give people before they go home.
The governor announced the presentation of a cow as part of items donated to feed the IDPs to a feast to further light up their mood.
The women when they cook, I go arrange one air commissioner with him. They'll come on Sunday. They go bring, before that Sunday, they'll bring cow come. Make we for take do party. Then I go rent this guy instrument, DJ. They go also provide music. They go arrange them all. Make them for dance that day. You know, what thing happen? God, devil won't make pain on our feet pain. We go say shame to the devil. So that Sunday we must dance well. Sure, in the name of Jesus.
Before departing the St. Michael's College, the Desopadec IDP camp, the governor danced and prayed with the IDPs. In Delta State, Nigeria at large, Governor Okowa'S is popularly known as the Roadmaster and Ekweme Promise Keeper, just as the appellations imply. Governor Okowa'S has kept to his promise of organizing a party for the IDPs, and it was a memorable event as a live band thrilled the IDPs with Isoko Christian tunes. Addressing the IDPs, the State Commissioner for Special Duties, Honorable Jumbo Edema, said the party was organized to bring happiness to all the people.
The idea of this is to see that the IDPs, they are healthy, they are happy. And as you can see in this arena, they are all happy, they are energized, they are entertaining. And as you can see again, they are creative. They are learning into the different things here. And the essence of this party is to see that the children, they are happy. The IDPs, which are supposed to be in a sorrow state, but that I'll be putting behind them from what we can see. The government is doing very well. And I must appreciate the administrators of this particular IDP camp.
A young female IDP excited other IDPs with her Bible recitation, urging them to shun fear and trust God even as they walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Psalm 27 verse 10 says, "When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up." Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me to lie down in green pasture. He lead me beside the still water. He restore my soul. He lead me beside the path of righteousness. For his name's sake, even though I walk through the shadow of valley of death, I fear no evil. For you are with me. They run by your staff. They comfort me. Who prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Who anointed my head with oil. My cup overflow. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Thanks.
Nursing mothers at the camp also had their entertainment session, using the opportunity to dance and flaunt their bundles of joy. Drinks and food were adequately shared as part of the celebration.
On Wednesday 19th, the governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Okowa'S, paid a visit to this camp. When he came, he inspected all that has been happening and he was very satisfied. And before he left, after praying with the people, he did promise that on Sunday, which is today, there's going to be a party to get together and the people to rejoice and thank God for sustaining their lives, despite the fact that the flood ravaged so many communities. Some persons lost their lives, but they are fortunate to be alive. So let them use that opportunity to thank God.
The umbrella body of the Isoko Nation, Isoko Development Union (IDU), led by its President General, Professor Chris Akputu, visited the camp. The IDU President General explained to the Desopadec Weekly TV crew the impacts of the flood in Isoko communities. According to him, the flood had rendered many homeless, with their means of livelihood destroyed.
I tell you, it's beyond what words can ordinarily just say. It is unusually devastating. The flood level this year, historically, we've not seen it like this before. And it's something that has so troubled us. You see all our farmlands washed away, homes totally taken over by water. And most of the communities you get to them, they are totally overtaken by the water that you can't even see rooftops. So it's something that is quite devastating. In some communities, we heard some persons were drowned by the water. So definitely there are casualties. And we equally have a case of some dead bodies floating from areas that we cannot actually say for now where they came from. But perhaps maybe after the whole water would have receded, you might see families who will come out to tell you that they lost persons. Maybe they were caught up in the water, while the rate at which it was coming, because this water this season had moved with very high velocity that some persons were caught unawares.
He was also taking round the classroom accommodation, healthcare pharmacy center, ambulance, food bank, camp kitchen, and a closet for nursing mothers. The head of the camp medical team, Dr. Michael Ekotugbu, explained to the President General about the value of the health center in meeting with the health needs of the flood victims.
The MD and IDU President, sir, you're welcome to our clinic in the camp. First, we are grateful to our MD and the board of the Desopadec and His Excellency for putting up a structure like this. It came timely. The teaching hospital too is aware, is at alert here, the one at Ogara. And God being in our favor, 2 days ago, I spoke with the CMD of the hospital is aware, the Dr. Foye, who is the ZMD of this zone, is aware. Then the HDS in Asaba, they are all aware of our services here. So where it is beyond our services, they come in immediately because we are working in unison.
The camp administrator explains to Professor Akputu efforts made to ensure that the displaced persons have access to clean water, electricity supply, and other conveniences.
Standby generator, yes, that powers the medical, and these are our trained safety officers. Yes.
This is a wonderful consideration.
Yes.
Now we have safety officers here.
Yes.
About the fact that
They are fully on ground.
Okay.
This is another kitchen. We sank a borehole and brought to this tank and made this one a reserve. Then the toilet facility was very bad. We put in new WC and fixed everything. Yes, this section is for women, that section is for men. So that's how we do it. Then we brought a pumping machine that is 24 hours.
Okay.
To be pumping the water to provide adequate water.
Appreciating the Desopadec, the IDU President General said the flood intervention program of the Commission is beneficial to the people of Isoko.
Before we even came in here, we had even gone on air to acknowledge and appreciate what the Desopadec and other well-meaning Isoko sons and daughters are doing. The Desopadec has been able to show the kind of agency that it is. It is uncommon to see this kind of wonderful gesture trying to give relief to those that were under this kind of situation. I think is a testimony to the fact that we still have people who read the Bible as MDs, as directors of agencies like this.
While calling on those who still live in flooded communities to come to the camp, he thanked the MD, CEO of the Desopadec, Bashirun Askia Oge, describing him as an illustrious son of Isoko.
We will always encourage them to please come into safe grounds like this, where they are being cared for. You know, the fear is that if they come into an area like this, will they be properly taken care of? But you can see for yourself that the place is well organized, is properly coordinated so that everybody is taken care of. So we'll encourage them, we'll keep encouraging them. In fact, when we leave here, we'll be visiting some of those communities where we still have some persons hanging by, so that we can encourage them to come here, because we've seen things for ourselves. We should be able to tell them that the place is okay for habitation. God had told us in the Holy Scriptures that be your brother's keeper. And Desopadec has been able to show that through the MD. And is equally a testimony to the fact that he's an illustrious Isoko son that can be relied upon in moments of troubles of the Isoko people. He's there to be able to salvage us.
All our cassava, yam, everything, just once, within 2 days. I'm not adding. Within 2 days, everything. Shh. In fact, they are trying their best. You see, all the food we are seeing, they are brand new ones from the company. So we're happy for that. Both foam, pillow, sheet, they give all of us. All our children, they give all of them. Their food, they are even trying extraordinary. We cannot complain about that.
Till date, all the IDP camps set up by Desopadec are active, rendering humanitarian services to the affected communities. And that concludes our package for today. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Desopadec Weekly. We'll return next week with another interesting package. Do join us then. But until our return, follow us on our social media handles there on your television screen for any question that you've got to ask, for suggestions, and of course, contributions. On behalf of the entire crew, Joy Uche is my name. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe.